Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and if this is your very first time of seeing any of my videos, thank you very much for stopping by, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification so that whenever I drop videos you will be one of the first to know. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much, and please keep checking back. All right, this video today is actually inspired by one comment I got on one of my videos. I will try to attach the comments here. Apparently, the person had a work visa appointment at the Polish embassy. And from the comments, you can notice the person actually went there with a lot of documentation, but ended up submitting less. And the person seems to be worried and asking me, what do I feel? Well, the direct question or the direct answer to this question is just wait. Usually they would give you like two weeks for collection and just wait for their decision. Uh, I was actually forced to make this video because personally I had this same experience, and I was just led in my spirit to just make this video because I might be saving somebody somewhere in the future. So when I was applying for my study visa at the Polish embassy in Nigeria, I live in a city called Lagos, and the embassy is actually situated in a city called Abuja, which happens to be the capital of Nigeria. And it's actually like approximately around like 300 and something to 400 kilometers from Lagos to um, Abuja. And when I was going, I went there with so many documentation, and I had the same experience or the same scenario this person that has commented had. Now, when I got to the Polish embassy, I met some security officers, and they had like a template of how people should arrange their documents before going into the embassy, because you're not actually allowed to go in with your phone, with your bags, with even your wristwatches and some glasses, because they will have to look at it. I think it's, of course, it's for security purpose. I think if you're entering any embassy of the world, especially anywhere, you would always have this, measures, which is totally very okay. Now, when I went to the Polish embassy during my own appointment time, I went in with over I went in with about 25 documents, like different documents. So there are 25 documents, but again, a document can actually have several pages. Let's say, for example, I'm counting them based on each document. Like transcript, for example, I'm counting it as a document, not as pages. And you know that transcript can have like about 4 pages or so like that, right? So I went in with 21 of them because I actually made like a list of the documents I went with. And then when I got in there, so when I got to the embassy, they had a template of how people should arrange things. And on this list, there was, for example, there was no statement of purpose, and there was no eligibility letter, there was no extension letter, because I actually got appointment after my studies has resumed in Poland, right? So if I had just given them the only documents that I was told to take in only, I don't think I'll probably be here by now, because I think I would have really messed up things. And I saw people who, like, for example, there was a dude very close to me, and he had a lot of documents like I did, but he ended up just taking in the only thing those security people told them. For me, I just looked at it that I can't travel so far, like from Lagos to Abuja. For those people who live in Nigeria, know how far this distance is, and only to be told by a security person in at the place not to go in with these documents. Not like it's a taboo. Like if you're taking it, they restricted you. They just gave you a suggestion. So this is what I think you should do. So if you are a future applicant of any embassy at all, you've read the requirements online, and you feel you have the documents that can boost your chances of getting a visa, please and please go in with the documents that you have. Like for example, I said I went in with about 21 of them, and the first thing I did was the lists of documents that they had as a template of how you should arrange them, because this is how you have to follow that rule, right? So I arranged them, the first 10 of them, and I realized I had so much. So first of all, I arranged them accordingly, like they had suggested, and the SS I had, I added them at the back, and I went in with that. So when I got to meet with with the visa officer, and they asked for my documents, and I gave them everything. Out of the 21 documents that I gave to them, they only returned 6 of them, and which is one was eligibility letter. They returned my eligibility letter. My eligibility letter was gotten from the Nigerian Ministry of Education, because when I went for my authentication of documents, they also asked me if I needed eligibility letter, because then I wasn't so sure, because there are some countries you will be going to, they don't need it. But they said, oh, if you're traveling to Poland for study, they might need eligibility letter. And I just took it and I submitted them, but they returned it back to me, which was perfectly okay. They returned my employment contract, because I was employed as at that time. I've always been an accountant and I was working as an accountant then. So I got my employment contract, which I had notarized as at then, but they returned that to me. My bachelor's degree was returned back to me. My transcript was returned back to me. My birth certificate was returned back to me. And my sponsor's driver's license was returned to me. Now, mind you, what I told you when I got there, the list from the templates they gave me at the gate was not even up to 10. Let's just say it was about 10 documents, right? But I went in with about 21 of them and they returned only 6 of them, meaning that about 15 of these documents were taken into consideration, of which part of them I remember vividly was my statement of purpose and my extension letter. So imagine what would have happened if I got to the gates and I didn't go in with this document. Because, like, if you watch my previous videos, I have always made emphasis on statement of purpose. Your statement of purpose is everything. For example, you can actually have an opportunity to be interviewed by your visa officer, and most of the time, the interview does not even last up to 5 minutes. Sometimes they will just ask you to just submit your documents and go. So they didn't have the pleasure to interact with you to see how prepared you are, how intelligent you are, and the rest of it. And sometimes it's not even all about that. Sometimes you might actually be an intelligent person and you are very good, but so many of us deal with anxiety in different ways. Sometimes some people are so tense that they cannot even say their name correctly. That does not mean that they are dullards, right? It means that they are just tense. They just have so much anxiety. Everybody does that, right? Right. Even the time I was actually being interviewed, so I also had anxieties, but I tried my best to actually, like, to answer questions, because I had prepared so much. Like, I've read so many interview questions and how to compose yourself. And again, like, Judge Judy will always say that if you are telling the truth, you don't have to have a great memory, right? So this was what actually helped me. So if you are someone who wants to apply for visa in the future, please and please read the requirements of the documents you're supposed to submit and go in with all these documents. Trust me, if these documents are not applicable to your application, they will return them to you. And I have not seen anybody who go in with much documents and they were chased out, right? Highest is they don't need this, and that's that. So there is no harm in trying. We're all adults, nobody's going to beat you. So please do not make that mistake of getting to a place and then just because somebody told you and not like otherwise and you decided to do otherwise, please and please. So to this person who sent me these comments, all I have to say, like a straightforward answer to you, is just to watch and wait, because there is absolutely nothing you can do at the moment. There's nothing you can do, but just try as much as you can to not make this mistake again if you're trying to apply for any visa. And if you are somebody who is preparing to also apply for visa, please do not make this mistake. This is really very important, and I decided that I should drop this video because I might be helping somebody somewhere. So please and please do not make that mistake. So yeah, if you have any other question regarding your visa interview appointment and the things you should do, you can drop your comment on the comment section. And I think I've made some couple of videos regarding like visa interviews and stuff like that. Please try to watch these videos. They are very helpful and they will help you prepare. And I wish you all the best. To this person who sent me these comments, I wish you all the best, and I hope this will come out very well, because you were also asking me if you have listed these documents in probably your statement of purpose or in your visa application and you have omitted them. Now, another thing I can suggest to you is that if you have the email address of the embassy, you can actually email them with your, maybe let's say, your case number, and also attach these documents to it, or tell them that you want to bring these documents. Probably they would also take it into consideration, right? And I don't think you need to book another appointment. Just send them email and they would always respond. The embassy always respond. For the Polish embassy, they always respond. This I know because during those times I have actually made them a couple of times, and some other people have actually mailed them and they responded. So please, if you can, I would strongly suggest that you send them an email and tell them that you have some documents that you omitted and you would want to add them inside so that they can serve as like a part of the decision making process. And that's if it has not been days. If you just recently applied, I think you should, I strongly advise you should do that so that they can take that into consideration when making a decision on your behalf. So this is my opinion on this comment, and also to every other person that will be applying for visa. And this is why I decided to make this video. And if you find this video very helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel, and also share it with other persons you know that will be going for visa appointments. This is why I'll be drawing the curtain. Until my next video, have a pleasant day. Bye. Peace.